Hello students, I am Bharati, your account teacher. The previous class explained about the following final accounts are prepared by not-for-profit organization. Under the heading, the first topic, Introduction. What do you mean by not-for-profit organization? Some organizations are established for the purpose of rendering services to the public without any profit motive. They may be created for the promotion of art, culture, education, sports, etc. These organizations are known as not-for-profit organization. Then, what are the features of not-for-profit organization? The first one feature is not-for-profit organization or the organization which function without any profit motive. Then second one, the main aim is to provide services to a specific group or the public at large. Generally, they do not undertake business or trading activities. Their main sources of income include subscription from members, donations, grant in aid and legacies. These are called features of not-for-profit organization. Then there are three principles accounting statement of a not-for-profit organization. The following financial accounts are prepared by not-for-profit organization. There are important three principles. The first one is receipts and payment account. The first one is receipt and payment account. Then second one, income and expenditure account. And last one, balance sheet. What will be receipts and payment account? It means cash and bank transactions of not-for-profit organizations prepared at the end of each financial year. It is a real account in nature. The receipts and payment account begins with the opening balances of cash and bank and ends with closing balances of cash and bank. They may relate to the current year or the previous years or the subsequent years. It means that irrespective of the period for which the amount is received or paid, non-cash items are not shown in receipts and payment account. For example, depreciation, outstanding expenses, and accrued income. Then second one, income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account is a summary of income and expenditure of a not-for-profit organization. It is a nominal account to prepared at the end of an accounting year. It is prepared to final account of the. It is prepared to find out the surplus or deficit pertaining to a particular year. What do you mean by surplus or deficit? Surplus means excess of income over expenditure. If the total of credit side of income and expenditure account is more than the total of debit side, the difference represents surplus. Deficit means excess of expenditure over income. If the total of debit side of income and expenditure account is more than the total of credit side, the difference represents deficit. The next, what are the steps in preparation of income and expenditure account from receipts and payment account? Opening and closing balances of cash and bank accounts must be excluded. In second step, capital receipts and capital expenditures must be excluded. Then third step, only revenue receipts pertaining to the current year should be taken to the credit side. Similarly, revenue expenditure relating to the current year only must be taken in the debit side. Any income or expenses relating to specific fund must not be taken to income and expenditure account. The non-cash items such as bad debits, depreciation, loss or gain on sale of assets, etc., which are not recorded in receipt and payment account, must be recorded in income and expenditure account. The balancing figure of income and expenditure accounts either surplus or deficit and will be transferred to capital fund in the balances. Next, balance sheet. Finally, prepare the balance sheet. What is balance sheet? A balance sheet is a statement showing financial position of an organization. The preparation of balance sheet of a not-for-profit organization is more or less similar to that of a trading concern. The important points in the preparation of a balance sheet of a not-for-profit organization. The balance sheet is prepared at the end of the accounting year to show the financial position on that date. It includes the capital fund or accumulated fund or special purpose funds, long-term liabilities and current liabilities on the liability side, and fixed assets and current assets on the asset side. The treatment in balance sheet. The first one, capital fund, also called as general fund or accumulated fund, is taken to the liability side. Surplus is added to the capital fund and deficit is subtracted from the capital fund in the balance sheet. Then second one, the closing balances of cash and bank should be taken to the asset side and bank overdraft should be taken to the liability side of the balance sheet. And then third step, assets appearing in the opening balance sheet should be taken on the asset side. Fourth one, if there are any specific funds such as tournament fund, prize fund, etc., these funds should be shown on the liability side. If there is any specific fund investment, that should be taken to the asset side of the balance sheet. The treatment in balance sheet. Subscription outstanding, see the format. Subscription, less subscription for the previous year, less subscription for the subsequent year, add outstanding subscription for the current year, and received in advance during the previous year for the current year. So listen carefully, students. The subscription outstanding for the current year and still outstanding for the previous year will be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. Subscription received in advance in the current year will be shown on the liability side of the balance sheet. What do you mean by subscription? It means is an amount of money that you pay regularly in order to being to an organization to help a charity. Subscription is one of the important items of income and expenditure account. Now, Now we are going to see about chapter 2, accounts for not for profit organization. We see the topic, what are the difference between receipts and payment account and income and expenditure account. The first one, basis of account. Do you know the cash receipt and cash payments and income and expenditure account to know the surplus or deficit during the current period. Then second one, nature of account. Income and expenditure, receipts and payment account means nature of account, but income and expenditure is nominal account. Do you know the accounting rule of real account? Okay, I will explain. The rule of real account means debit is what comes in and credit is what goes out. But income and expenditure is the nominal account. The nominal account rule is all the income and expenses debit side and all the gain and income is credit aspect. The rule is all the nominal and expenses are losses on the debit aspect and income and gain the credit aspect. Next, third one, basis of accounting. It is based on cash system of accounting. So non-cash items are not recorded. It is based on account system of accounting. The income and expenditure account. The non-cash items like outstanding expenses, depreciation, etc. are also recorded. Then fourth one, opening and closing balances. The receipts and payment account, it commences with on opening balance and ends with closing balance of cash at bank. But income and expenditure account, there is no opening balance. It ends with surplus or deficit. And fifth one, nature of items. It contains both revenue or capital items. But income and expenditure account contains only revenue incomes. Then last one, period. The receipts and payment account, current period and subsequent period are recorded, but income and expenditure, it contains only the items relating to the current period. So called difference between receipts and payment account and income and expenditure account. Students, listen carefully. Today I will explain the remaining problem 18 to 24. First, come to exercise number. Come to question number 18. Question is, how will the following appear in the final accounts of Karaikudi Sports Club for the year ending 31st March 2019? Particulars, rupees. Tournament fund on 1st April 2018, 90,000. Tournament fund investment on 1st April 2018, 90,000. Interest received on tournament fund investment, 9,000. Donation to tournament fund, 10,000. Tournament expenses, 60,000. So in this sum, the Karaikudi Sports In the sum, the Karaikudi Sports Club had tournament fund and the collected some funds and done some expenses. How it appears in balance sheet as it is tournament fund. It has to be appear in assets and liabilities side. Tournament fund is to be shown on the liability side, rupees 90,000, and tournament fund investment account is to be shown on the asset side of the balance sheet, rupees 90,000. Then income relating to the fund, that means interest received on tournament fund, should be added to the fund, and we must add the donation to tournament fund 10,000. So there is 90,000 plus 9,000 plus 10,000, totally 1,09,000. And expenses relating to the fund should be subtracted from the tournament fund. 1,09,000 minus 60,000, we get 49,000. The result is liability side tournament fund rupees 49,000 and asset side tournament fund investment rupees 90,000. Next, exercise 19. The question is, compute capital fund of Salem Sports Club as on 1/4/2019. Particulars rupees. Sports equipment 30,000, computer 25,000, subscription outstanding for 2018 to 19 5,000, subscription received in advance for 19 to 20 8,000, prize fund 10,000, prize fund investment 10,000, cash in hand 7,000, cash at bank 21,000. So in this sum, the Salem Sports Club, if capital fund of the organization is not given in the problem, the opening balance sheet should be prepared to ascertain the opening capital fund. So capital fund, also called as general fund or accumulated fund, is taken to the liability side. Capital fund or accumulated fund or special purpose funds, the long-term liabilities and current liabilities on the liabilities side and fixed assets and current assets on the asset side. First, we will come to the asset side. Sports equipment 30,000, computer 25,000, outstanding subscription for 2018 to 19 5,000, prize fund investment 10,000, cash in hand 7,000, cash at bank 21,000. We'll come to the liability side. The subscription received in advance 2019 to 28,000, advance received in advance 8,000, prize fund 10,000, then the outstanding subscriptions will be shown in the asset side and subscription received in advance will be shown in the liability side. Surplus in the income and expenditure account is added to the capital fund and deficit is subtracted from the capital fund in the balance sheet. The difference between the total of assets and the total of liabilities as at the beginning of the year is the opening capital fund. How to find out the capital fund? With help of the formula and find out the capital fund. What are the formula of capital fund? Opening capital equal to opening capital fund equal to assets at the beginning minus liabilities at the beginning. Assets 98,000 and liability side 18,000. We get 80,000 is the remaining value. So in this remaining value is represented by opening capital fund. Next, exercise number 20. From the following receipts and payment account and from the informations given below of Ramanathapuram Sports Club, prepare income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st December 2018 and the balance sheet as on that date. A receipts and payment account value is given. The receipts and payment account for the year ended 31st December 2018. So debit side to balance brought down. Opening cash in hand and cash at bank 5,000, 10,000, totally 15,000. To subscription 2017 12,000, 2018 33,000, 2019 16,000, totally 61,000. To entrance fees 6,000, to general donation 7,000, to sale of old sports materials 1,000, to miscellaneous receipts 500. We'll come to the credit side. By rent 11,000, by entertainment expenses 11,200, by furniture 10,000, by sports materials purchased 13,000, by match expenses 12,000, by investments made 28,000, by closing balance cash in hand and cash at bank. Cash in hand 1,300, cash at bank 4,000, totally 5,300. Additional information. First one, capital fund as on 1st January 2018 30,000. Opening stock of sports material rupees 3,000 and closing stock of sports material 5,000. So in this sum, prepared income and expenditure account and then balance sheet for the year ended as on 31st December 2018. This problem we have to open two accounts. One is income and expenditure account and then balance sheet. It helps to enable the members to know the working of the organization and to know whether its income is sufficient to meet its expenses. It can be prepared from a given receipts and payment account. The concept is opening and closing balance of cash and bank account in receipts and payment account must be excluded. Excluded means not included. And then capital receipts and capital expenditure must be excluded. It is prepared to find out the surplus or deficit pertaining to a particular year. Incomes are shown on the credit side and expenses are shown on the debit side. First we will come to income side. By subscription 33,000. By general donation 7,000. By sale of old sports material 1,000. By miscellaneous receipts 500. By entrance fees 6,000. The subscription value அப்படிங்கிறது என்ன 33,000 வந்து நம்ம எந்த இயர் வந்து ஓப்பன் பண்ணுறோம் அப்படி பார்க்கலாம். அட் ப்ரெசென்ட் இயர் வேல்யூ தான் நம்ம இங்கே எடுத்து போட்டிருக்கோம். 2018 ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ண போகிறோம். அதனால் சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் வந்து 3 years சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் வேல்யூ இஸ் கிவன் இன் த கொஸ்டின்ஸ். ஸோ விச் இயர் ஹேவ் டு ப்ரிப்பேர் திஸ் 2018. அதனால் இந்த 2018 இயரோட வேல்யூவை நம்ம இங்கே எடுத்து காமிச்சிருப்போம். சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷனோட வேல்யூ 33,000. 33,000 is the current year value. Next we will come to expenses side. To rent 11,000, to entertainment expenses 11,200, to sports material purchase 13,000. இந்த ஓப்பனிங் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் மெட்டீரியல் மைனஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கோம் பாருங்கள். இந்த 3000 வந்து அடிஷ்னல் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன்ஸ் இருக்குது பாருங்கள், அதை நம்ம எடுத்து இங்கே மைனஸ் பண்ணுறோம். ஸோ டோட்டல் 16,000. திரும்ப க்ளோசிங் ஸ்டாக்கே நம்ம என்ன பண்ணுறோம், மைனஸ் பண்ணுறோம். ஓப்பனிங் ஸ்டாக்கை ப்ளஸ் பண்ணுறோம், க்ளோசிங் ஸ்டாக்கை மைனஸ் பண்ணுறோம். ஸோ டோட்டலி 11,000. டு மேட்ச் எக்ஸ்பென்சஸ் 12,000. டு இன்கம் to match expenses 12,000. We will compare to income and expenses side. At the time total for both side, if the total of credit side of income and expenditure account is more than the total of debit side, the excess of income and over expenditure, the balancing figure of income and expenditure account is either surplus or deficit. So the income side 47,500 and expenses side 45,200. So 47,500 minus 45,200, we get the answer 2,300. This is a surplus value. Surplus means the excess of income over expenditure. This is the balancing figure. 2,300 is the balancing figure value. Then next, balance sheet. The next account, prepare the balance sheet as on 31st December 2018. First we will come to the liability side. Capital fund, already find out the income and expenditures value. The capital fund is already given in the capital fund value 30,000. The surplus value நம்ம income and expendituresல இப்போதான் நம்ம கண்டுபிடிச்சோம், அந்த வேல்யூ எடுத்து இங்கே ஆட் பண்ணுறோம். ஸோ 30,000 plus surplus value 2,300, totally 32,300. Actually the concept is subscription received in advance items will be shown in the liability side of the balance sheet. And then we come to the asset side. Furniture 10,000, investment 28,000, cash 1,300, bank 4,000. இந்த கேஷ் பேங்க் வேல்யூ நம்ம எதுலேருந்து எடுக்கிறோம்னா ஓப்பனிங் பேலன்ஸ் எடுக்கக்கூடாது, க்ளோசிங் பேலன்ஸ் கேரி டவுன் இருக்கு பாருங்க கொஷினில், அதை தான் நம்ம இங்கே எடுத்து எழுதணும். ஸோ க்ளோசிங் கேஷ் பேலன்ஸ் அண்டு பேங்க் பேலன்ஸ் வேல்யூ எடுத்து பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட்டில் என்டர் பண்ணிக்கணும். ஸோ க்ளோசிங் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் மெட்டீரியல், இந்த க்ளோசிங் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் மெட்டீரியல்ன்றது வந்து நம்ம அடிஷனல் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன்ஸில் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க பாருங்கள், அந்த வேல்யூ இது 5,000. The concept is all the adjustment will appear in two accounts. One is income and expenditure and another one is balance sheet. At the same time, the total value for both sides will be shown in the same value. The same value represent for both sides. 48,300 in asset side, the same value 48,300 in the liability side. Okay, come to exercise number 21. The question is, from the following reception payment account of Yerkadu Youth Association, prepare income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2019 and the balance sheet as on that date. Reception payment account for the year ended 31st March 2019 value is given. So debit side, to balance brought down opening cash in hand 9,600, to government grants for purchase of books 10,000, to subscription 24,800, to admission fees 2,000, to prize fund receipts 6,000, to bank interest 1,500, to sale of newspapers 1,100. Then come to the credit side. By salary 14,000, by office expenses 7,200, by books purchased 15,000, by stationery purchase 1,800, by newspaper purchase 2,100, by prices awarded 5,000, by closing cash in hand 9,900. Additional information. Opening capital fund rupees 20,000. Stock of books on 1/4/2018 9,200, and third one subscription due but not received rupees 1,700, and the last one additional information. Stock of stationery on 1/4/2018 rupees 1,200, and stock of stationery on 31st March 2019 2000. The 18 value opening stock ஆகும் 2019 value closing stock of stationery ஆகும் நம்ம எடுத்துக்கணும் be taken. So income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2019. As we saw in 20th sum, the same method as to apply. It is prepared to find out the surplus or deficit pertaining to a particular year. So incomes are shown on the credit side and expenses are shown on the debit side. First we will come to income side. It's a credit side. By subscription 24,800. Add outstanding subscription 1,700. Outstanding subscription, the 8,000 outstanding subscription 1,200, totally 26,500. By admission fees 2,000. By prize fund receipts 6,000. By bank interest 1,500. By sale of newspaper 1,100. And then expenses side to salary 14,000. To office expenses 7,200. To stationery purchase 1,800. and opening stock வந்து 1,200. additional information இருக்குது add பண்ணுறோம். அந்த closing stationery purchase 2,000 less பண்ணிக்கிறோம். so subscription stationery purchase 1,800, opening stock purchase 1,200, so 3,000 less closing stock 2,000, so 3,000 minus 2,000, totally 1,000 rupees. To newspapers purchase 2,100. To price awarded 5,000. To income, okay, so at the same time the difference, the comparison for income and expenditure. If the total of debit side of income and expenditure account is more than the total of credit side, so income side 37,100, expenses side 29,100. The difference value 7,800. So 37,100 minus 29,200. The balance, remaining balance 7,800. The difference value is known as surplus value. The surplus means the excess over expenditures of incomes. Next account, prepare the balance sheet on as on 31st March 2019. So liability side, capital fund 20,000, surplus value 7,800. So 20 plus 7,800, totally 27,800. Government grants for purchase of books 10,000. And then asset side, opening stock of book. The opening stock of book 9,200. This additional information's value 9,200 plus purchase 15,000. 9,200 plus 15,000, totally 24,200. Then closing cash balance 9,900. outstanding subscription 1700. The closing stock of stationery purchase 2000. The result, the same side will be shown in the same value. 37,800 in the asset side of the balance sheet. The same value represent for liability side. 37,800 in the liability side. Next, come to the question number 22. Following is the reception payment account of Neyveli Science Club for the year ended 31st December 2018. Reception payment account for the year ended 31st December 2018. Debit side is the receipt side. To balance brought on opening cash in hand 2400. To subscriptions 8700. To life membership fees 5000. To exhibition fund receipts 7000. To sale of science equipment, the book value MRP price 5000 but sold price 6000. To miscellaneous income 500. We will come to payment side, credit side by opening balance of bank overdraft 1000. By postage expenses 200. By science equipment purchase 10,000. By laboratory expenses 2400. By secretary's honorarium 5000. By audit fees 3600. By general charges 1800. By exhibition expenses 5000. By closing cash in hand at cash at bank, cash in hand 200, cash at bank 400, totally 600. Additional information: opening capital fund 6400. Subscription includes rupees 600 for the year 2019. Science equipment as on 1/1/2018 rupees 5000. Surplus on account of exhibition should be kept in reserve for new auditorium. Prepare income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st December 2018 and the balance sheet as on that date. What are the questions? To prepare the income and expenditure account and then balance sheet for the year ended 31st December 2018. So income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st December 2018. It is prepared to find out the surplus or deficit pertaining to the particular year. First we will come to income side, that is the credit side. By subscription 8700 less received in advance. Subscription received in advance for 2019 8700 at present year value. 2018 oda value 8700. Then subtraction for received in advance 2019 600. So 8700 minus received in advance 600. So totally 8100. By profit on sale of science equipment, MRP price 5000, sold price 6000. So profit 1000. By profit on sale of science equipment 6000 minus 5000 we get 1000 is the profit on sale of science equipment. By miscellaneous incomes 500. By exhibition fund receipt 7000. By expenditure, okay, then expenses side Debit side to postage expenses 200, to laboratory expenses 2400, to audit fees 3600, to general charges 1800, secretary honorarium 5000. See the question. And the payment side, opening balance and bank overdraft value is excluded. To postage, so if the total of debit side of income and expenditure account is more than the total of credit side, the excess of expenditures over income, the balancing figure of income and expenditures account is either surplus or deficit. So in this problem, the balancing figure value will be shown in the debit side of the income and expenditure. So the income side, expenses side 13,000, income side 11,600. So 13,000 minus 11,600, we get rupees 1,400. The difference value will be shown in the credit side of the other income side. நமக்கு balancing figure appear ஆயிருக்கு. அது நம்ம என்ன கன்சிடர் பண்ணா, the represents value is deficit. This value will be transferred to capital fund in the balance sheet. Next, prepare the balance sheet account. The balance sheet as on 31st December 2018. First we will come to the liability side. The capital fund 6,400 are given in the question. Surplus நம்ம add பண்றோம், deficit இருந்தா minus பண்ணும். So surplus value இருந்தா add பண்ணுவோம், deficit இருந்தா less பண்ணிக்கிறோம். So capital fund 6,400 less deficit 1,400. So 6,400 minus 1,400, we get 5,000. Subscription received in advance 600. Life membership fees 5,000. The subscription received in advance is 2019 oda value இது. அடுத்தது come to the asset side. Science equipment 5,000. Add purchase of equipment 10,000. So total 15,000. Less sale of equipment 5,000. So 15,000 minus 5,000, totally 10,000. Cash in hand, cash at bank. It's a closing value taken for closing value. Cash in hand 200, cash at bank 400. So finally, total the value for both sides. The value 10,600. The 10,600, the same value represent for both sides. Next question number 23. From the following receipts and payments account of Shivagashi Pensioners Regression Club, prepare income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2018 and the balance sheet as on that date. Receipts and payment account for the year ended 31st March 2018. Debit side, to opening balance cash in hand, cash at bank. Cash in hand 10,000, cash at bank 20,000, totally 30,000. And subscription value, 3 years value is given. 2016 to 17 5,000, 17 to 18 25,000, and 18 to 19 6,000, totally 36,000. To legacies 40,000. To rent from ball 14,000. To rent from hall 14,000. To lockers rent 5,000. To collection for special dinner 12,000. The closing balance of bank overdraft 3,000. Then payment side, by rent and rates 18,000, by electricity charges 17,000, by furniture purchase 12,000, By billiards table purchased 70,000. By repairs and renewals 16,000. By special dinner expenses 4,000. By sundry expenses 2,000. By closing cash in hand 1,000. Additional information: the club had 300 members each paying rupees 100 as annual subscription. Student listen carefully. 300 members ஒவ்வொருத்தவங்களும் எவ்வளோ கான்ட்ரிபியூட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க த்ரூ அவுட் தி இயர் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 100 rupees வந்து கான்ட்ரிபியூட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. The club had furniture rupees 10,000 on 1/4/2017. The subscription still due but not received for the year 2016 to 2017 is rupees 1,000. In this problem, there are prepare 3 accounts. One is find out the opening capital fund, then second one income and expenditure, and finally balance sheet is prepared. The first step, opening balance. Find out the opening balance. So before you going to prepare the opening balance sheet, listen carefully. The first step, calculation of subscription to be received for the year 2018 to 19. As in the sum, they have given 300 members of associations are paying rupees 100 as annual subscription. Subscription for the current year 2018 to 19, 300 into 100. So totally 30,000. So less the subscription received for the current year 25,000. The remaining 5,000 is the outstanding subscription for the current year. So once again repeat, 300 members of associations paying rupees 100 as an annual subscription. The subscription for the current year 2018 to 2019. The 300 members contribution amount 100. So 300 into 100 totally 30,000. Subtract to the received in advance for the current year 25,000. Remaining 5,000 is known as outstanding subscription for the current year. So 30,000 minus 25,000, we get 5,000 is the outstanding subscription for the current year, present year. So in this problem, opening capital found is not given. Opening capital value is not given in the problem. So that to find the opening capital fund, the opening balance sheet should be prepared the difference between the total of assets and the total of liabilities. As at the beginning of the year is the opening capital. To ascertain the opening capital fund is taken to the liability side. We will come to the asset side. Outstanding subscription 2016 to 17, 5,000 plus outstanding 1,000. So totally 6,000. Cash in hand 10,000. Cash at bank 20,000. Furniture 10,000. இந்த வேல்யூ வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அடிஷ்னல் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் இருக்குது பாருங்கள். அந்த வேல்யூ எடுத்து நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும், 10,000 இந்த ஓப்பனிங் பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட்டில் நம்ம எடுத்து ரெப்ரசன்ட் பண்ணிக்கணும். ஸோ அசட் சைட் வேல்யூ 46,000. The nil balance in the liability side. So the same value represent for both sides, assets and liability side. The liability side 46,000 is the balancing figure value. In this value represent the difference value is represent for capital fund. This is a opening capital fund balancing figure. Then second account is prepared, income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st March 2018. So expenses side, to rent and rates 18,000, to electricity charges 17,000, to repairs and renewals 16,000, to special dinner expenses 4,000, to sundry expenses 2,000, to income over expenses. Then income side, by subscription 25,000, add outstanding subscription 5,000. So 300 members contributed 100 per each. 300 into 100 totally 30,000. 30,000 25,000 present year minus பண்ணும்போது நமக்கு remaining கிடைக்கிறது 5,000. அதாவது 2,000 the 5,000 is the current year outstanding subscription for the current year 2018 year. So outstanding 5,000. 25,000 plus 5,000 30,000. By hall rent received 14,000. By lockers rent 5,000. By collection for special dinner 12,000. If the total of credit side of income and expenditure account is more than the total of debit side, so adnala and the balance sheet figure நம்ம என்னமா கன்சிடர் பண்றோம்னா the 4,000 வருது. The income side 61,000 is the total value, it's highest value. The same value represent for both side. Income side 61,000 and expenses side just 57,000 only. So 61,000 minus 57,000, we get 4,000. The difference value is represent surplus value. Surplus means income over expenditures. Then finally, prepare balance sheet for the year ended as on 31st December 2019. So in this problem, capital fund is not given in the problem, already found. So found the value, so take that value. Capital fund 46,000, add surplus 4,000. 46,000 plus 4,000 totally 50,000. Subscription received in advance 6,000. The 6,000 on the 2018 to 2019 value. In the additional informations la the 6,000. Legacies 40,000. Bank overdraft 3,000. If there is bank overdraft, that should be taken to the liability side of the balance sheet. So 3,000 is the bank overdraft value. We come to the asset side. Subscription of 2018 5,000. The 5,000 is the 2016 to 2017 value 5,000, and then subscription the prepaid, that is still but not received 1,000 rupees. So 5,000 plus 1,000 totally subscription 6,000. Cash in hand 1,000. Opening furniture 10,000. Add purchase of furniture 12,000. So 10,000 plus 12,000 totally 22,000. Billiards table 70,000. Finally at the time total the value for both sides, the same value 99,000 represent by assets and liability side. Then come to exercise number 24. Following in the receipts and payment account of Virudhunagar Volleyball Association for the year ended 31st December 2018. Receipts and payment account for the year ended 31st December 2018. The debit side, opening balance cash in hand 5,000. To subscription, 3 years subscription value is given. 2017 10,000, 2018 55,000, 2019 5,000, totally 70,000. To donations 40,000, to match fund receipts 30,000, to interest on fixed deposit 8,000, to miscellaneous receipt 5,000. And then payment side, by match expenses 25,000, by upkeep of pavilion 17,000, by secretaries honorarium 18,000, by bats and bonds purchase 22,000, by grace seeds 20,000, by fixed deposit 58,000, By sundry expenses 3000. By closing cash in hand 7000 and cash at bank 6000. So totally 13,000. Additional information. The first one, on 1/1/2018, the association's own investments rupees 10,000, premises and grounds rupees 40,000, stock of bats and balls rupees 5,000. Then second one, subscription rupees 5,000 related to 2017 is still due. This is arrear amount. Then third one, subscription due for the year 2018 rupees 6,000. Prepare income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st December 2018 and the balance sheet as on that date. To find the opening capital fund, the opening balance sheet should be prepared by comparing balances of assets and liabilities. We will come to the asset side. Cash 5,000, investment 10,000, premises 40,000, bats and bonds 5,000, and subscription outstanding 2017 15,000. Students, listen carefully. The subscription outstanding 10,000 2017 and the income and expenditures account plus 5,000 additional information still due for 2017. So 10,000 income and expenditure account 2017 value and 5,000 additional information the still due for 2017 in the rendu value add pandrom 10,000 plus 5,000, totally 15,000 is the subscription outstanding subscription for 2017. So at the time the total value for both side, asset side 75,000, but liability side no value. The same value 75,000 represent for both sides. The balancing figure 75,000 in this value is known as opening capital fund. Then secondly, prepared income and expenditure account. The income and expenditure account for the year ended 31st December 2018. In this account, to ascertain surplus or deficit pertaining to year 31st December 2018. So incomes are shown on the credit side and expenses are shown on the debit side. First we will come to expenditure side. To upkeep pavilion 17,000, to secretary honorarium 18,000, to grace seats 2,000, to sundry expenses 3,000, to bats and balls purchase 22,000. Then come to the income side. By subscription 55,000. Add outstanding subscription. The outstanding subscription for 2018 additional information on the value there. So 55,000 plus 6,000, totally 61,000. By donation 40,000, by match fund receipt 30,000, less match fund expenses 25,000. So 30,000 minus 25,000, totally 5,000. By interest as fixed deposit 8,000. By miscellaneous receipts 5,000. If the total of credit side of income and expenditure account is more than the total of debit side, that is mean by excess of income over expenditure, the balancing figure of income and expenditure account is surplus. So income side 1,19,000, sorry 1,09,000. Expenditure side 57,000. 1,09,000 minus 57,000. So we get 52,000. So the difference value is surplus. That represents surplus value 52,000. Then finally prepared Balance sheet. The balance sheet is prepared at the end of the accounting year to show the financial position on that date. It includes the capital fund, long-term liabilities and current liabilities on the liability side, and fixed assets and current assets shown on the asset side. Balance sheet as on 31st December 2019 will come to liability side. The first two value already found out. So take that value. Capital fund 75,000, add surplus 52,000. 75,000 plus 52,000, totally 1,27,000. And then subscription received in advance 5,000. Then asset side, outstanding subscription 2017 5,000 and 2018 6,000. 5,000 plus 6,000 11,000. Fixed deposit 58,000. Investment 10,000. Premises 40,000. Cash in hand 7,000. Cash at bank 6,000. The cash in hand cash at bank வந்து questions-ல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா carry down இருக்கு பாருங்க, அந்த closing value தான் நம்ம balance sheet-ல எடுத்து எழுதுறோம். So 7,000 6,000. So at the time the total value for both sides, the same value 1,32,000 shown in the assets and liabilities side. The second chapter is over. Students, this chapter is very important chapter. Most of the questions and more than 20 marks covered in this chapter. So take more practice at home. If any doubt, please contact me. Students see the topic and understand the concept. I will give some assignment regarding this chapter. Complete it and send to me. Thank you.